and this week you are joining me for a 3-day trip to Yorkshire and then over to the northwest. Today we've just arrived in Yorkshire in an area called Lowmoor, which is a really lovely area. We're going to check in on one refurb, then go on to a couple of more. So let's get to it. So we actually came to this house just a few weeks ago, a few videos back, and we were kind of at the start of the refurb, maybe we were mid-refurb, whereas now when you join me we're at the end and this is currently on the rental market. How's it going, mate?
Good, thank you. How are you doing?
Yeah, good.
Nice to see you.
And you, yeah.
So yeah, it's done now.
I know, yeah.
Oh, sorry,
So
again, I think it was
exciting.
just dust.
Yeah,
I don't think the
yeah.
roof was even done. I think Malcolm had just got started upstairs with the bathroom roof out.
Yeah.
You got better when you met me, admit it. You said you done trusting me, but you did it. Move low key, but I really know you with it. Why you nonchalant when you really got them digits? I'm obsessed. I'm like, yes, ain't no stress. You the best.
So this is a 3-bedroom mid-terrace property that we have taken on board to do what I call like a mid-level refurb. It's not a full back to brick, but we are still replacing the main things that add value, which is the kitchen and the bathroom, obviously doing plastering where it needs to be done, full redecoration, full new flooring, which is mainly carpets and vinyl. But come on through. What I'll do is I'll throw up some of the before video clips over this and then I'll show you some of the afters. We tried to repurpose things where we can. So actually this kitchen, we've replaced all the worktops and we've replaced all of the tiling. We've actually managed to work with the original units, and that's something that my team member Joey does so well in all of our projects. If there is the potential to save a kitchen, we'll save it because it's very cost effective. The kitchen still comes out really nicely, providing that we update the tiles and obviously give it a good repaint as well. So if we head on upstairs, there's a few other things to mention like throughout walking around. Like there was like these old gas radiators, gas fires that we've had removed and capped off. We've had the heating system looked at, radiators added. Heading into the bathroom, we've very much just taken what Joey has already done in previous properties and just replicated it, because we know that he's gone out, bought his own buy-to-lets, managed to get good end values, good rental prices, and therefore we should just take the model that he used to use and then come and obviously replicate this in our own projects. So when Joey joined me at Property X, we just said, right, how can we keep these really cost effective? How can we add maximum value, make them look really nice? What have you been doing? Let's bring them onto these projects. So we've kind of carved a certain look and we just replicate this in the buy-to-let properties around here that we're helping our clients buy. The tiles on the wall here you'll see are exactly the same as in the kitchen, and that is because we like the look, we just replicate it. We can then buy them in bulk. We have a nice 3-piece suite in here, and a couple other things we always do is try and add some kind of radiator. Sometimes they're not always in bathrooms. Add a radiator, ideally like a tower rail one, and also add an extractor fan so that the room is properly ventilated and obviously we don't have mold growing or damp coming through, if we can obviously keep the air well circulated basically. We also add all the fire alarms. We make sure the actual extractor fan itself is like linked to the light, and then when the light goes off it carries on running for like 20 or 30 minutes. Moving into the bedroom, won't say much here. We've literally just done a full refresh, so full repaint, all new carpets. We'll obviously do all the carpentry, new skirting, etc. We have actually done new doors, so let me show you that quick, because these are very nice doors. Nice new doors. Same again in this second bedroom. This actually needed quite a bit of plastering, this room. So this was replastered and then obviously painted. Got a lovely, lovely view out that back window there, which is a massive selling point for this property. But if we head up to the top floor, this house is over 3 floors, 3 decent sized bedrooms, and as I said, in a really nice area. So not only is this going to be great in terms of cash flow, but actually it's quite a good property for future capital growth, we believe, because very good area, 3-bedroom property, over 3 floors. So this was the loft room, had lots of leaks, lots of issues going on because of the roof, had the roof fixed, and then of course fully plastered this room and replaced the skylight as well, just so that hopefully there is as minimal maintenance as possible over the upcoming 5-10 years, etc. So we're back at one of Joe's properties. This is a 1 to 2 bed conversion that we stopped in at last time, and since then you've finished the kitchen, you've painted the units, which I think look really nice. I'll try and show some before shots, but yeah, really nicely painted units. You wouldn't actually know that was just like wood effect before.
Yeah, no, sure.
You'd think they were really nice brand new units, nice colour actually. Worktops finished, flooring throughout, and I think the main thing I wanted to have a look at was
upstairs. Getting that extra bedroom in. We were just talking about this, where we wallpaper. This has just all been painted over because you just never know what's behind. We're going to have to replaster it all because of that. This was that old bathroom.
And it's like a perfect, either single or a study.
Yeah, single or study. That's what we aim for. And like I said before, when the lenders come out and have the refinance, they just go, they've got bedrooms, and you put the number in. They don't put 1 and 0.5. They just put it's a bedroom. Well, it's not. It's upstairs and it's not a bathroom, so it's a bedroom.
Yes,
and that's what pulls that value up.
They're not pulling out the measuring tape, are they? So
no.
This was all the master bedroom.
Yeah, we were at the doorway to one whole bedroom here. So we put a stud wall in across, and here 2 new doorways, good sized bathroom out of it, and a double bedroom there for the master. This is a smaller bathroom than what we've.
I think it's fine.
We put in, but it's fine. It's got everything. Brand new sink, toilet.
Great, I think you've done another cracking job.
But yeah, no, it's ready to go.
Back to the basics, been a lot of things, but I never been basic. Run around bases, came from the basement, never been shameless. So I got stay in the streets, get dangerous, so I might bang it.
Up here was all badly artexed and in a bad state, so we've had this fully skimmed, and you can see the difference. It does look great.
It does, doesn't it? Yeah.
Really smooth, but again, you don't want to do it unless you really need to, because it was like £600 to have this area skimmed and some other bits. This bathroom was already in place like this. We've just redone it again. It's a bit damp, but.
And the flooring, did you replace that, or was that?
So we pulled up the old lino. It was really like wibbly wobbly just all over. So we ply it and then put. All gets a clean down and put a new. And then you'll recognise the tiles. But yeah, new. Bathroom suite's the same again. Honestly, it's just all. I could get a warehouse and just buy
same radiator,
50 baths, 50 radiators. Bedrooms, done definitely one coat on here already. New lights and electrics throughout. You'll see the points. We always put 3 in.
So do you think the person before you's done the conversion?
Looks like it. They've chopped about. This wouldn't be.
Because that would have chimney breast.
For sure.
So then they've done the 1 to 2 bed conversion.
Or this was one big bedroom, these two. I don't know.
See,
good sized room and another room there.
Already got your TV or
well, there was a TV on there, and I told the guy who did the waste he could have the TV if he knocked 50 quid off, and he did.
And then second bedroom, which is good actually. This is quite a big single.
Yeah, new sockets and light switches and lights in. And yeah, this is really simple. This won't cost much at all. All the windows are sound, everything's solid. It just needed to spruce up, and we got it for a really good price.
Joe found this for a client at a really good price actually, which is why we agreed to buy it, because we could see the potential from it. Unfortunately, survey came back, it didn't have anything majorly wrong, but clients got a little bit spooked and therefore decided they didn't want to buy it, they were pulling out. Joe stepped in, Joe's actually bought it, which I think just goes to show that the deals that you're finding, that we're finding for clients, are actually genuine deals that you'd buy, hence why we're here.
Yeah, no, 100%. It's we've got a certain criteria of return on investment and cash flow that we want to achieve, and that's what we provide for the clients. Really pleased with this. This has been such an easy refurb, one of my easiest recently.
And I think you get good end value on this one, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I know the area's really had a lot of investment, so.
Good. Let's have a look downstairs quick. What you're doing with the kitchen here is keep the same, obviously the same frames and units, but new worktops.
Yeah, new worktop,
New
cinnamon worktop. There is a new sink here,
Yeah.
simple kitchen tap, and then splashback, which is same tiles we use.
Same tiles,
Upstairs. And on this one, we're going to put new
door handles.
New door handles. You can get them off Amazon for £25, and I'll just come and do that last thing.
I really like this room, I like this house. I'd have bought this one. I think it's a nice property for your portfolio.
Yeah.
I can tell you my problems, meditating my silence. But I keep pushing my pen, rotating my stylus.
We're back in Batley, which is another project we visited on my last visit up. So really we're just giving like a project update. This is one of out of the 3 that we came to last time, this is the one that probably is not quite finished, but it's almost there, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is. It's on the last stretch now.
We'll overlay some B-roll from last time to this time, but like the kitchen worktops are on now, the tiles again are on and looking brilliant. And generally speaking, yeah, this room will be really nice when the flooring's down, the room's painted, it will just all come together all of a sudden. And
it's like 80% of the area that needs finishing, either you painted the walls, ceilings and get the flooring down. It's a lot of the space, but it's only 20% of the work. Do you know what I mean? It will in like 6-7 days it's be completely transformed.
We're doing the 1 to 2 bed conversion on this one, and this one's coming out great. Yeah, because didn't have to put in a sort of false hallway.
Exactly. So we saved as much space as possible, and the joiner's done a really good job, neat job, so it looks good. We'll have a little look.
Yeah, go take a look at that. It's the best place to go.
Massive bathroom, isn't it?
Yeah, it is actually.
Shame that doesn't have a window, or you call it a 3-bed or something like that.
Find out where to put it now.
No, we didn't. I mean, people will put storage or dry the clothes or whatever because you get your extractor.
That's genuinely like such a big bathroom. I can't. You just wouldn't know that this was a 1-bed or like this was the main bedroom.
Yeah, so this was the door. This was the door.
The original door
for the whole bedroom.
Yeah. We'll probably overlay a clip of like us standing here talking about it, and then the new door that you see installed here.
Joiner's done this, and you've still got a decent sized bedroom. Yeah, really decent sized bedroom. Obviously, new plugs about. We've got 3 double sockets here.
Old bathroom.
Because this was awful when you last came in, wasn't it? It was as bad as it could have looked.
But great single bedroom, great study, same thing. Different house, a bit of a theme going on.
Great, new windows as well, because obviously this was frosted glass.
Yeah.
So we swapped, it's just the glass that we've swapped out, just to keep costs down.
Hey. Back in there, Tell them to watch it. Now I ain't talking my pockets, just know we ain't running out the way that we stock it. If I got it, you got it. If I call it, she slide and tell her to mop it. Yeah, I got that doing. Then she took that thing off and bring it around.
So this was obviously just disgusting.
Yeah.
Do you remember when we came in and we just didn't want to all the light switches? We've had new everything, cleaned everything up.
It is phenomenal. This one.
We took 2 layers of wallpaper off this to get to the wall because it was like really textured, and then something over that.
I remember it was the triangle, sort of black triangle colours, wasn't it?
Yeah, we had to do some plastering and all sorts in it because it was quite.
I think it was really good.
Fresh.
I think this has got to be the biggest change. It's unbelievable.
Do you remember the noise the floor made?
Yeah.
Freshened up. You know the drill. Cinnamon worktop, grey Arctic grey tiles, and then we've done a battle grey on the cupboards.
And then boxed in the boiler.
And built a cupboard around there. Joiner did that, and it's obviously been painted and freshened up. This was a foul room.
It was horrible, wasn't it?
Yeah, no, this is a great space. It's a nice, more modern home actually than what I normally deal with. Same again.
I can only say this too many times in one video, but familiar tiles, familiar bathroom suite.
So yeah, nice fresh bedroom. And then this one was particularly gross. It looked like mould. I think at the time we were thinking, I was thinking, is there damp issues? But really this had just not been cleaned. This entire place hadn't been cleaned or looked after for many, many years.
And probably not ventilated.
No, cleaned it up. We've got extraction running throughout, new flooring and carpets, newly decorated. It's ready to go. I'm actually really, really pleased with this one.
You take all the houses we've been to today, bought for a good price, refurbished for within a good budget, and now are really good investments and much higher value. I think that's all anyone asks for.
I think so.
BRR, isn't it? Day 1 of 3 wrapped up. Really good day, really busy, really productive. Met with clients, met with letting agents. Now Joe and I, we're going to head back to the hotel, and then Joe and I are just going to head out for some dinner just to catch up about future plans for the business. And yeah, that's it really for today. Tomorrow we're going to start my journey over to Liverpool and that area. Got lots to show you over there, so I'll see you in a bit. There he is. How's Sleeping Beauty?
All good, all good.
Oh, yeah?
One of the best beds I've ever had, honestly.
So we've arrived and we are in Birkenhead, which is just over the water from Liverpool city centre. I don't come this side very much, but we're meeting Ollie today at his HMO. Well, whilst we're walking over to the property, I thought it'd be a good chance to actually talk about a topic in which I get asked loads of questions on, which is direct-to-vendor marketing. Obviously, there's loads of different ways I do it, but a lot of people ask me how they can do it or how they can get started in it. One of the first ways that I started doing direct-to-vendor marketing was actually just by not doing massive letter campaigns, not doing Facebook ads, but actually by doing like individual letters. So I'd actively like go on a viewing, and then in between viewings, I'd like walk in between the streets. So maybe I view a house with an agent and I go, this is a nice street, but maybe that house was too expensive or wasn't right for me. But because I like the area, I'm going to spend 10, 15, 20 minutes now walking up and down the streets looking for empty houses, you know, houses that clearly look like they're in some kind of pain, maybe old windows, old doors, cracks along the front. And then I'd write down the addresses, I'd put it in my notes on my phone, maybe take a picture to remind myself, and then I get back and obviously look them up online using the title search, which costs £3 a go. And then you can often get the owner's details or the limited company that it's bought within. But ideally, you kind of want one of those older landlords where it gives you their home address, their full name, so then you can write them a letter and it's more personalised. You know, dear John Smith, you know, I see your property on this street is empty, and kind of go with that approach. So I really found that approach to work really, really well for me in the start, and that's literally the first direct-to-vendor deal I got. Is I sent out 2 letters, got 1 response. Just so happens that he was like a tired landlord and wanted out of the game. So yeah, that was a good tip.
See ya. Come from Leeds.
Yeah.
How was it?
Yeah, it was alright actually. Yeah, it was.
Nice.
Well, it's actually. Sorry, this is Alex.
Alex.
Ollie.
You alright?
This is a long shot. I don't suppose there's a working toilet in there, is there?
There's a hole.
There's a hole.
You could, or you can take a pee in the garden if you want.
We were going to manage all the trades ourselves to start with, but then we decided with all the other stuff we've got going on that it'd be better just to employ a single contractor.
That's a good idea.
So a contractor that I've used before, quoted up for this, the price was reasonable, and yeah, fully started at the start of the month.
So you don't have to like fully project manage everyone in and out.
Exactly. So we check in every now and then. The contractor that we're using has got a very good reputation. He's done work for me before as well, so I feel pretty safe to leave it as hands off as possible.
Yeah, it makes sense if you have got so many other things going on, doesn't it? So
yeah, exactly.
How was skiing in New York? And
really good. Yeah, really good. Skiing was a long time overdue. Wanted to go for ages, and then yeah, New York. We got lucky with the weather. It wasn't freezing cold. Sun was out. Yeah, I'm going again actually at the end of March for my mate's wedding.
First class travel.
Thing is, I think I'd have to be a lot further along the journey to warrant that, and even then, I think I'd do it and I'd feel guilty.
Yeah, that's it. Immediate guilt.
Yeah.
So.
Be like, that could have cost. I could have built an ensuite for that.
Yeah, true. This is obviously so much different already.
Yes. So the big change since you were last here is we got all of the windows replaced.
Right, interesting tour around the house with Ollie. I'll be sure to try and come back at the end. I always learn new stuff, and people are often asking me, am I coming to HMOs because I'm planning to do HMOs? The answer is not yet, but I always want to remain a student in the game. So I always learn something new, and I definitely did today. Just setting up camp for the afternoon, probably going to be here for about 4 hours or so, and that is A, to catch up on work, but B, to also, I've got a couple of interviews. Now I know I mentioned them earlier but didn't go into much detail. I'm interviewing for a new role at Property X. The role itself isn't particularly new in the sense that I already do it with Joey over in West Yorkshire, and that role is really, you know, someone that helps support me on the sourcing side of things, but also and mainly the project management side of things, because although I do these trips very regularly now, it's always a week that I'm not there, or the days that I'm not there, that something needs to be done or I need help with something. So as I say, we've really crafted and perfected this role with Joey over in West Yorkshire. Now I'm bringing that over to the Northwest, so it's a full-time role. Someone's going to be, you know, working for Property X to help do those initial viewings, to help make those offers, and also to help me find direct-to-vendor properties, and then further down the line, of course, do the project management, get quotes, make sure builders are turning up to site on time, and that we're doing things within budget. So I think it's a really exciting role. I think it's quite a new role. You know, this isn't something I don't think I see other sourcing companies doing regularly, you know, having a remote property buyer, which is what the role is called. So yeah, I'm excited to interview and excited to hopefully add someone special to the team. day 3, and all the main tasks have been done now by this point. We've checked in on refurbs, made plans for the future of the business, done interviews, obviously caught up with the right people that I need to catch up with, and there's still one really important thing that I do need to do, and that's what I'm doing this morning, and that is checking in on the properties that I recently agreed to buy. I recently agreed to buy a small portfolio. It is only a small one, but I'm very, very excited about it. I do just need to go round there, confirm refurb costs, and kind of get an idea of what my plans are going to be inside these properties now that I have agreed to buy them. So looking forward to doing that. Let's go. So we just pulled up near to the viewings. They're just up the road, and I can't take you in, sadly, I'm afraid. These are really good deals. They are direct to vendor, and of course, A, it's hard to shove a camera in someone's face, but B, I don't really want to share these deals with anyone. So because of that, I won't be able to take you in. Obviously we parked up here. I'll go and do the viewing in a minute. I'll come report that, and then obviously we can go on to the next one. But in the meantime, there is another topic I wanted to talk to you about whilst filming this video. A massive question that I get asked is also about interest rates, because right now interest rates have risen. People have said it's killed single lets, which, don't get me wrong, it has really impacted them. It is crazy the difference between a 3% limited company mortgage, interest only, and a 5% one. The difference in cash flow really is obviously very impactful. But I would really urge anyone that has been maybe looking for a buy-to-let for a little while to approach this in a couple of ways, or do a couple of things off the back of this video. If you are interested in building a portfolio for the long term, if you are doing this, playing the long game essentially, and wanting to do this for 10, 15, 20 years, then stop focusing on that 1 year ROI. Now, don't stop focusing on it to the point where you don't get good cash flow, you take risks and buy rubbish properties. Don't do that, but still try and hit that $250 a month cash flow, which can be done on kind of turnkey buy-to-let investments right now. 225, 250 is absolutely doable with a 5 or a 5.5% mortgage. If you're doing a BRR, then you have to expect a little bit less, and obviously take a slightly longer term view, and then obviously hopefully in 4 or 5 years time, if you go and refinance again, maybe we'll be at a much better rate, and that property will cash flow a lot better. That's the one thing is to really actually go out there, just try harder, apply that principle. There are good cash flowing deals, and the main thing being take a longer term vision. So it might not do the 280 or 300 pound in cash flow that you want, maybe it does 225. But if this is a really low maintenance property that you can hold on to for the next 20, 25 years, might be worth buying. And obviously when you refinance, those numbers will hopefully slightly get better in the future. Not something you can take a risk on, so just be careful, be very precise in the property you're buying. The other thing being that if you are looking to buy a buy-to-let, maybe you got advice from a mortgage broker in November or December last year, call your broker and talk to them. Obviously the media are coming out because of course the Bank of England have increased the base rate again. And the media are coming out and going, oh, it's doom and gloom, everything's a disaster. But actually, what's really amazing is in the last week, the Bank of England base rate's gone up, but the rates have come down. And half of investors don't know that because they don't talk to their mortgage broker. So if you were looking November, December last year, and now we're 2, 3, 4 months on, we're obviously only 2 months on, but say you're 2, 3, 4 months on from where you started, you need to talk to your broker again and say, look, you quoted me a 6.2% 5-year fixed last year. What is it now? Because actually you'll probably find, I know that you can get a 4.99% 5-year fixed right now. You can get a 5.05 5-year fixed. Obviously there's quite a few products at 5.5% 5-year fixed. So at the time of recording this video, that's kind of the interest rates. Obviously they are going to change in the months following, the years following, if you're not watching this at the exact time that I release it. But I would say talk to your broker every month. If you're not buying, and it's taking you a little bit longer than you expected, make sure you check in with your broker. Brokers are going to love me for saying that because they're going to get extra calls now. But I think it's really important to stay on top of the numbers, because that's really going to impact when you're analysing deals, the cash flow, the ROI. So yeah, that's a tip for you. Viewing's finished. Very much what I thought, which is good news, because I was really going in to confirm what I already believed in terms of the amount of works that needed to be done. They are in not a very good condition, but I'm buying them with tenants in situ, so met the tenants, saw the condition, kind of can now make a plan of what I want to do with the properties and that when buying them. So yeah, that was a really nice last positive thing to do for the end of this trip. Now we've just got to get started on that 4.5 or 5 hour trip home. I'm back. Well, I've been back for a few days now, but I wanted to come on here and share some info on my trip. It was a really successful trip. Obviously, each trip that I do varies quite a lot. Sometimes I'm checking in on refurbs, sometimes I'm doing viewing, sometimes I'm meeting investors, sometimes meeting owners, meeting agents, whatever it is. The trips vary quite a lot, and obviously that was quite a good trip. Obviously, some things are exciting, some not so exciting to watch, but hopefully you enjoyed following along. I do those trips quite regularly now, and they're often 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, and yet I don't ever share them or document them, and I'm doing them every month. So I was really excited to bring Alex along, my video guy, and him to help me share some of that information and kind of just follow us around. So that was one thing. The second thing is I just want to, obviously excited to share with the channel that I have now agreed to hire someone off the back of those interviews. Met some amazing people, great applications, had to shortlist down to you know, from a lot of people down to not very many people, and then I only met with a couple of people, and I've chosen one guy who's really good, really talented. I'm very excited to bring him onto the channel and obviously share the journey of him starting from kind of March onwards with Property X and growing the business. Me bringing him on is kind of like one of two really pivotal hires that I need to make this year. Obviously, I'm hoping to make more than, hire more people than that, but there's one or two roles that I really need to do this year in order to grow the business, and that is one of them. So really pleased to have obviously found someone for that role. And him coming on board isn't so that I can disappear into the sunset, not quite yet, sadly, but actually, because I'm still very much front facing. I'm still dealing with every investor that comes on board for our sourcing services. Really what I'm, hoping to do is obviously get support, and it's support to help me improve the quality of the service and support to help me grow the business so I can focus more on the business as well as the investors, and obviously in the future be able to hire more people, provide an awesome service, hopefully come on and do more videos too, because I really enjoy making these videos. So that's another thing that was really exciting. And then final thing, I have actually agreed to buy a small portfolio myself, which is really cool. I will share more information on the channel as I get further down the line. That's literally only just been agreed. So that's kind of like the third exciting thing that I wanted to share. Anyway, hope you've enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your support as always, and I'll see you in a future video.